Hey guys, welcome to VLOGOWEEN Day 3. Today I'm doing my September 2024 book haul, showing every book that I bought in September. I do this, I try to do it every month. I missed May, June, July, I think that's it. I was going to make like a whole video showing every book that I got in those 3 months, every single book that I got in 3 months. But I love, every time I go to a store, if I go to a store that sells books, obviously I'm walking out with at least one, sometimes more. So, and I'm always on Facebook looking at, seeing if anybody near me has books for sale, and if they do, usually I end up getting some. Half of these books I actually got off Facebook, from people on Facebook. There are two people that I get books from most. I'm not going to say any names, but one lives like 5 minutes away from me. He usually posts a lot of books for sale. Now, I'm not saying like every single week, but maybe once or twice a month, or maybe 3 times, I don't know, he'll post a bunch of books for sale, and I usually end up getting a few. And there's another girl, she lives literally 4 hours away from me, but she also lives near my aunt. And so what me and my aunt do now, we kind of have like this thing where if anybody out in her area, like 4 hours away from me, has any books on Facebook for sale, I'll get her to pick them up for me, and in exchange for that, I buy something for her around the same price. So, yeah. So those are two people that I usually get books from the most on Facebook. The one lives like 5 minutes away from me, and the other person lives like 4 hours away, but my aunt gets books from her all the time. Actually, she posted some books for sale on Facebook literally the other day, and so I picked out some that I've been dying to read. So she said I could have them, so I'm just waiting for her to drop them off at my aunt's house, or my aunt to go pick them up. But yeah, half of these books I got on Facebook. Some I got on Amazon. Thought I heard something, but never mind. But yeah, I'm just going to jump right into it. Looking at this box now, usually I have, like in my last book haul that I did for August, I had, if you guys watched it, you would have seen that I had 2 tubs full, and I think 2 or 3 bags full of books. It was a lot. This time around, I only have 1 box full. I really thought that I had at least 1 bag extra, but I guess I didn't. I guess I was just like, okay, what's the word I'm looking for? I thought I had like a box plus a bag of books. I thought I had more books than this now that I'm looking at it, but I guess not. Like, literally, I keep thinking to myself, like, I'm sure I had an extra bag of books to go along with this, and not just these books in this box. But then again, I did have to go through a bunch of books and pick out what books I got in August and September as I was cleaning my room out. So that bag could have been for August, I don't know. Or I could have actually accidentally showed those books in August when they were meant for September. I really don't know. But I looked for it. I thought I had a bag, so I went looking for it. I looked all around my room. I looked in the laundry room because I have books out there as well. I looked in the spare room because there's a little stack of books out there, so there might be some out there. And I looked around because I literally have 3 bookshelves. I have that blue one over there. I have that CD stand, CD rack thing that I got for Christmas. I think it was last year, the year before. That doesn't have CDs on it. It has some DVDs, but the majority of the stuff in there is books. And I have 2 bookshelves in the hallway just outside my room. So I was thinking, like, that bag could be somewhere out there. I looked in every place I could think of for an extra bag, because, like I said, I swear I had more books than this, but I couldn't find it to save my soul. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to show these. Who knows, these might just be the only books, and I'm just thinking wrong, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just going to show these, and if I do miss some, hey, whatever. I post a lot on Book Talk anyway, so I'll probably show those books on TikTok anyway. So if I miss some, whatever, I'm not going to, like, cry over it. But anyway, I'm just going to jump right into it because this is probably the longest intro I've ever done on here. 5 minutes long. I need to stop rambling and get into this. So, obviously I'm not going to go into, like, go by what order I bought them in. I'm just going to pick them up as I go. So I've got Last Girl Ghosted by Lisa Unger. I think this was one of the last books I got in September. So there's that. I got The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. I've read one book by him so far, and that was Survive the Night. But I own like 6 books by him now. I own, well, now this one. I own Survive the Night, Lock Every Door, man, I know I have some more, but like I can't think of them right now. But yeah, I've got this one. But it says on the back here, it like Final Girls is included on the back. Now, I'm not saying, like, when I say it's included on the back, I mean it's not, like, Final Girls is also in this book. Like, this book is not 2 stories in one kind of thing. Because I do have quite a few books like that. But on the back it talks about, not talks about, but you know what I mean, Final Girls. I think out of all the books that he's written, Final Girls is the one I want to read the most. I don't even own it yet, but man, I have had my eye on it for so long. So, yeah. Hopefully I can get it soon. Oh, I also own Middle of the Night, which I think is his newest release. So, can't wait to read that one. But yeah. Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. I've got Taking It All by Maya Banks, which I own, I think, 3. This is the 4th book I own by her so far, I think. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a trilogy. And one of the books in it is called Burn. The other one is Rush, and the other one I have no idea. But I originally only had Burn. And one day I was going through all my books, and I was skimming, and I picked up Burn by Maya Banks, and I was skimming through it. And I saw so much smut in it. It is literally crazy. So, and like, honestly, I love smut. The way I see it, like, for me, it's smuttier, the better. That's what I always say. So, I skimmed through it. I saw so much smut. It's insane how much smut I saw in the book, and I haven't even read it yet. I was just skimming through it, and I saw so much smut already. And so I instantly went on Amazon and ordered the other 2 books in the not the series, but the trilogy. But yeah, I saw someone on Facebook post this one for sale, and I was like, yeah, it's Maya Banks. I bet there's going to be a lot of smut in it as well, so of course I got that one. I've got Hooked by Emily McIntyre, which I've heard so many good things about this book on TikTok, Instagram, so can't wait for that one. I've got You'd Be Home Now by Kathleen Glasgow, which, if you watched my August book haul, I also got Girl in Pieces in that video. I also showed it in that video. Literally, I got Girl in Pieces, and then literally, like, a week or 2 after, someone was selling this one on Facebook. And so, of course, I had to get it. I read what it was about. Like, I read the back of it. I have like 2 separate TBRs. I have my overall TBR, which includes every book that I have in my room, in my house, on my bookshelf, whatever. And then I have a separate TBR, my immediate TBR, which are books that I really need to get to reading like immediately. This is going on my immediate TBR. After reading the back of it and seeing what it's about, this is going on my immediate TBR. Like, I'm definitely going to read this within the next year. Usually, with all the books that I do own, usually I would take a book and I'd be like, I have too many books. You'll probably be like later on, like maybe in a couple years down the road. No. This one is on my immediate TBR for sure. After reading what it's about, reading the back of it, I'm so excited to read it. It's insane. I've got Long Change by Dawn Gilmore. I've got The House Across the Lake. I forgot about this one. Riley Sager. Another Riley Sager book. I've got Murder with Fried Chicken and Waffles. This includes literally my 2, 3 favorite things in one. 1, books. 2, thrillers, murder mysteries. I love anything murder mystery, like games, books, anything that we could figure out who the killer is, like, you know, murder mysteries, obviously. I love it. And fried chicken. And also waffles, but mostly fried chicken. I love fried chicken, chicken fingers, anything chicken, involving chicken. I want it all. Like, I literally love it. So, of course, I had to get that one. I got Chasing the Night by Iris Johansen. I've got You Betrayed Me by Lisa Jackson, which I literally, every time I come across a Lisa Jackson book, I usually end up getting it, because even though I haven't read a single book by her so far, or yet, I shouldn't say so far, but yet, I've heard really good things about her books, and I know she writes a lot of thrillers. What is that? Oh. Cool. I think it's a magnetic bookmark. I don't even know what it says. Anyway, cool. Bonus magnetic bookmark, I guess, but yeah, can't wait to read that one. I've got More Than Words by Mia Sheridan, which I've heard really good things about her books, especially Archer's Voice, which I don't own yet, but I've been wanting for a while, so. But yeah, More Than Words by Mia Sheridan. I've got They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I saw this at Walmart literally like 2 years ago, and I was going to get it. 2 years later, finally got it. This is used. Obviously, I got it off secondhand on Facebook. But I've heard amazing, amazing things about this book, so I can't wait to read this one. I've got the first 3 books in the Shatter Me series. I've got Shatter Me, Unravel Me, and Ignite Me by Tahira Mafi. I think that's how you say it. I already own a copy of Shatter Me, so now I have duplicates. So I think what I'm going to do, I do have some other books that I want to get rid of that I've already read and just don't really have a desire in keeping, I guess. So I do need to go through all of my books that I've already read and some duplicates, because I do have quite a few duplicates of books, whether I've read them or not. So I do need to go through all of my books and see what I have and don't have, and see what I've read and, you know, didn't read, and pick out some that I want to get rid of and sell them, just to clear up some space. But like, I do have some books that I've read but don't really want to keep. But there are some books that I have read and I love them so much. Like, I want to keep I want to keep all of them. So, like Little Mercies and The Bad Daughter, which I don't own, but I've read it, and it's literally one of my favorite books of all time. All of my Coho books I want to keep, even though I haven't read any of the ones I own yet. Frida McFadden, all of her books I want to keep, even though I haven't read any of them that I own yet. I've only read The Inmate and The Teacher, and they weren't even my copies. I got them from the library, but I do own a couple books by Frida McFadden, and I haven't even read them, but I still already want to keep all of them. But yeah, there's that. I've got Mirage by Clive Cussler. I've got, I don't know if she's coming out with more books in this series, but as of now, it's a trilogy. I don't know if it's finished yet, but we'll see. I've got the Knock 'Em Out trilogy, series, whatever you want to call it, by Lucy Score. I'm so excited to read these. You guys have no idea. Things We Never Got Over, Things We Hide from the Light, and Things We Left Behind. Now, they are pretty big, huge. And I've heard like mixed things, like mixed reviews. That's what I meant to say, of this series. Like, I've heard really good things about it, but also, like, people keep saying, like, it's not good enough that it needs to be this big. That's what I keep hearing. Like, it's good, it just it isn't good enough for it to be this big. Which, usually, I'm not a big fan of chunky books, but it really needs to, like, grab my attention for me to like chunky books, and really won't make me, like, breeze through it. So, I'm really hoping these are good, because I have such high expectations, and I cannot wait to read these. And then I've got A Not So Meet Cute by Megan Quinn. And I think I have 2 more. I've got Final Cut by S.J. Watson, which actually looks really cool. I like the cover. I don't know why. I've read 1 book by him so far, and that was Second Life. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great either. Like, I liked the concept, but it was just kind of like super confusing for me. But yeah, hopefully I'll like this one better. I've got last one. I think is the last one. Like I said, there might be more. I was convinced before I started filming this video that there was more. Like, I thought I had an extra bag, but I didn't see one, so I guess not. I guess it was just for August. But Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I've heard so many good things about her books, especially the, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called, but it's a series. Chestnut Springs? I think that's what it's called. I'm dying to get that entire series. And I think this is a part of a series too. I think this is the sequel to Wild Love, I think it's called. But I've heard so many good things about her book, so I cannot wait to read this one. And it also comes with this cute little picture. Love it. But yeah, there's that. Cannot wait to read this one. So that is it for today's video. Those are all the books, I think, of my September 2024 book haul. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. And I will see you guys tomorrow for VLOGOWEEN Day 4. Bye, guys.